So today's video, I'm going to be trying to get the trigger group, which has a really nice trigger on it, from my Matrix 350 LE, and ideally it will fit right into my Mag340 or Axe 340. It's a micro series, so I've seen online that they are the same fit, so hopefully I can get it to go without too many issues. As usual, I don't have all the proper tools. I'm hoping in my crossbow cases I have enough Allen wrenches to get the job done and not strip anything out or ruin anything. So let's get to it. Okay, well, first things first is to get your bag of junk that comes with anything that is an accessory for your crossbow. And like me, you hopefully have one of these that has a bunch of Allen keys in it, because I made sure to come here and make a video without any of the proper tools, and now I'm scrounging for anything I can find. So I have also another key point: when you're making a video working on stuff, try to have the smallest, most crowded workplace that you can manage. I find it really helps for everything, really. I don't know what that is. Okay, so that's pretty much the only tools I have, and I think already I don't even have the right one to take off the scope mount, but we will check. This looks like it's too big, and it is too big. So that's the video, and I hope you found it very useful. Yeah, so I'm gonna go scrounge around and see if I can find anything. Well, welcome back. Turn this down a little bit. Okay, so I ran out to my truck, and luckily I hang on to every Allen key I can find, and I happen to find one that fits. I'm looking at, yeah, okay, the smallest one I had in my set was too big, but this one fits. I couldn't tell you what size this is, but the point is that this one will fit to get the scope mount off, and then after that I'll have to make sure that I can find one that fits these rail ones to get the rail off. It doesn't fit. That one feels good. Come on, let's get that. Okay, well, we might be in luck. So, turn my hat around so it's not in the way. take that off the rail. Okay, perfect. I think that's all that we need. Okay, so start with the scope. And I already forgot which one is for the rail, so I'll have to keep them on there. Okay, so there's 2 screws on either side. So those need to come off. And then if you can find a little tray or something. Here, some kind of little random candle holder. So that slides right off. So there's the scope out. Put that in the bag. And I'm going to have to take the retaining spring off. I hope it's the same. It is the same thread, thank goodness. Because that won't slide out without that being gone. So okay, those are very small ones. Put them in the same place so I know that one has all the parts for the Matrix. Okay, so retainer spring, put that in the case. So that's that so far. Now to take off the stock from the rail. Just flip it over. Front, long one, back one, short. Okay, so I think now, I'm just gonna put these here. Those are the 2 I'm using. I'm gonna throw these guys back in the bag. Okay, so I think this just comes apart now. Oh, easy. Okay, so there's the stock. Put that back in its case. And now, there's a screw back here, an Allen back here and up front here. So hopefully I have the same thing. Nope, that's loose. That's loose as well. So it's slightly bigger than that. Okay. Is that bigger? Try that. Okay. That seems to be too big. That's too big too. Uh-oh. This isn't looking good. Okay, this hole is tiny, yet it has to be able to get into this. Alright. Okay, well, let me see. I do have a couple others laying around. Hopefully these will fit, although I think they're metric. So we'll go grab those and hopefully that'll be good to go. Okay, well, because Excalibur decided to use 4 different sizes of Allen keys, I'm at an impasse here because I don't have an entire set of Allen keys. I could try to just loosen this off with some needle nose pliers, but that's in there pretty good. Okay, well, I can't think of anything else. I'm going to have to search my shed and hopefully locate my entire set of Allen keys for the 4 different size of screws, Allen keys you need to do this. I mean, I don't understand why they have to be a different one than what was used to take the stock off, because that would be too convenient, I guess. So, yep, so that's where we are. I guess we'll have to get back to this video another day. I'll have to wait until the next time I'm up and continue the video from there. Or just do it off camera when I get a chance at home. But that's not nearly as fun. So, unfortunately, that's the end of this video. Okay, so we'll give this another shot. I'm going to be doing the trigger swap, hopefully, now that I've got my entire set of Allen keys. There will be 2 that work for those 2 trigger ones that I couldn't get off the last time. So hopefully everything all goes well, and we get these changed out, and we'll see how well they work. Thanks for stopping in. That was stupid. Okay, so this is where we were at last time. I was dealing with these 2 Allen keys. Where are the other bolts in the cup? I had them in a cup someplace. Where would I have put those? I thought for sure. There. Alright. So yeah, so find all your other bolts. Hopefully I remember where they go. Otherwise I'll be checking the video. Okay, so to finish this off, okay, so it's just kind of stiff, tight fit in there. All right. Okay, so that is from the Matrix 350 LE. It just has some camo tape on there that I had that on so it wouldn't be so much black. Okay, so we'll take that one out, and I'll leave these bolts in here, the screws, and then see how it goes with the micro. Okay, so now we're back with the micro. This is the Micro Mag340, also used to be known as the Axe 340. So we'll start with the buttons, little buttons up here on the scope rail. Ooh, that is tight, those ones. Okay, well, let's try. I like good ones instead of. Okay. dry fire, it's mounted to the same rail, so it'll just come off with it. Put that in the case, get that out of the way. So now separate the rail from the stock. So that is the one from the Micro. So let me just compare the two. They look very, very, very similar. Yeah, so they look like they're the exact same. The pins here and here are a little bit different. But all in all, yeah, the Matrix, these holes are recessed. Where the pins go? There's 3 of them over there too. On this side, they're not recessed, they're flush. But apart from that, they look identical. Oh. Oh, I see, okay. So, so because that's gonna be the issue there. So because the Micro comes with the dry fire setup, the retainer, the arrow retaining spring is mounted on the dry fire mechanism, or the anti-dry fire mechanism, whereas the Matrix didn't have it at the time, so they mounted the retaining spring right to the trigger housing, which means if I put the Micro trigger into my Matrix, there's nothing to hold that spring. So that means basically I'll have to either get it drilled and tapped, which I don't want to do, or just not use it. And if I do use it, I'll have to swap the trigger back out. So I don't know if that's something I want to do. I mean, it's a much nicer trigger, but maybe that's just from shooting it a lot. I don't know. So, well, now we know. I could always just get the anti-dry fire system and put that on the Matrix as well and see how that goes. But if I'm going to be spending that kind of money, I might as well just spend the extra $100 and go with the upgraded trigger. But I'll put it in and I'll see, because maybe I'll see what it shoots like, and then I might just invest in the anti-dry fire system for my Matrix, which I guess it wouldn't be bad to have anyways. because I plan on keeping that matrix as a backup, and it's probably something that would help. This stuff off. This is just the cushion that comes on the matrix for the retainer spring, just to dampen the vibration of the retaining spring. So, scoop back. So you can see there how it's attached on the anti-dry fire scope rail. So I'll have to look into getting that and put it on my matrix, I think. Okay. Ooh. Wow, very light. Let me see this one. Yeah, it's a little bit stiffer, even without the string on it. Okay, well, I'll have to set up the target and give this a shot and see how we're doing. Okay, I'm set up at 20 yards to test out the trigger from the matrix into the Micro 340. So hopefully we get a little bit better feel for it. Just cleared some of the brush in front of it. So we're going to test out the trigger. Hopefully nothing got moved with the scope after taking it off, putting it back on. So 20 yards. We are good to go. Let's see how much of a difference this made. Ooh, very nice. Much smoother and lighter. I don't know what the poundage would be at, but it was very light, much lighter than the micro trigger. I'll try another one, see how it goes. Okay, second one ready to go. Now that first one went a little high into the left, but that might have been me. Still to the left. Okay. Well, I wonder if something moved, because it was dead on. We'll try a third one and see where it is, and then we'll make adjustments. Okay. Third, ready to go. See if we're still shooting left. Still shooting left, I'll adjust to the right by a bit. Yeah, still to the left a bit. We'll make an adjustment, go collect the arrows, and see how we're doing after that. Okay, back. I adjusted it 2 clicks to the right, which should give us an inch. The first shot was like 1.5 inches. The second shot was about 1 inch, and the last shot was about 1/2 inch. So I don't know if I just tightened up and fixed the grouping to compensate, or the scope is slightly off to the left. We'll see how much it pulled it to the right. Still to the left. I'll do another click. Okay, I did 2 clicks to the right. See if that makes a difference. Okay, made another adjustment. Let's see how this is now. One sec. Okay, there we go. Should be good now. Okay, so see if it brought that to the right a little bit. Seems still to the left. I mean, it looks closer, but let's keep going. 2 more clicks. Load her up, see what happens. Okay, 3rd time. See if it's pulled it to the right a little bit more. Yep, it looks like it did just a bit. Maybe 1 more click. Try another set after that. Okay, so I'm still shooting to the left. I've made quite a few clicks. I'm saying I'm at like 6 or 7 right now, but it doesn't seem to be really doing much. That's my last one I did, and it's pretty close. That was the first one, it was off. That one's almost off as much as the first one. Well, okay, adjusted it again, over to the right. Let's see how she does. Hope we're getting closer. Looks like it's still to the left. Alright, 3 clicks. See if we're getting anywhere. Okay, 3 more clicks. Technically it should have been 1.5 inches to the right, but we'll see if it moved even a little bit. That would be nice. That looks pretty good. Okay, well, I've got it to where it's pretty bang on. It's definitely pulled over to the right a lot more. I'm very happy with the trigger pull now. I'm glad I did that switch. So I'll have to just get an anti-dry fire for that matrix, and then I'll have hopefully that one back up and running and sighted in, because taking off the scope rail and then putting it back on shifted something by a little bit to the left. Just weird that it took a bunch of clicks. I don't know how many. I want to say 12 or 13, something like that, maybe 15 clicks to bring it over to the right enough. But the scope is saying that every click is half an inch, so I definitely wasn't 7.5 inches off. But it seems to be going great now. I'll probably be back out again shooting it just before the season opener, just to make sure nothing's been bumped or shifted while it's been in storage, and bringing it back out here. Alright, so I think I'm going to wrap this up because it's starting to get pretty hot in the blind. I got most of the windows open, but there's not much of a breeze, and running back and forth to get the arrows out of it out in the sun is starting to heat up. I'm never really wearing a t-shirt or anything out here, just because we have ticks in the area, and I spray this shirt. This is a Gorka mountain suit, so pants and jacket, and I spray it down with like a permethrin spray meant for horses. It's like a knockdown spray. Forget the name of it. I'll put the picture of it up in the corner. But I find that really helps keeping mosquitoes off of you, which is a nice side effect, but mostly to keep ticks off. It stays in your clothing for a long time. I don't wash this stuff much because I only wear it when I'm out at the camp. I don't hunt in it, except for in the spring for turkey. I use it when I'm hunting, because the turkey don't smell that stuff. But I wouldn't wear this out covered in permethrin spray in the fall when I'm hunting deer. I wouldn't want to take the chance. Maybe it does make a difference. Maybe they don't care about that smell. It smells like citronella. So like those candles, or those citronella ants. If you've ever stepped on a bunch of those, it smells the exact same. Hence the name, citronella ants. Anyways, so yeah, so hopefully you're enjoying your time outside, and this has been not a very good hunting channel. Take care.